Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to be picking up where we left off last week with the Tau. Before we get started, I just want to say we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and from my analytics, I understand that nearly half of all of my viewers are not subscribed. So, if that includes you, I would really appreciate it if you would help be part of this final push to 1,000 subs, because I'm really excited about this. Now let's get to why you're here. The Farsight Rebellion. In the wake of the Damocles Crusade, Commander Farsight and his coalition crossed the Damocles Gulf to reclaim the Tau colonies lost to the Imperium. At that time, Aunva was a hero to his people. His strategic prowess had already helped him break an orc wall amid the oxide deserts of Arkanasha. Later, alongside Saucia, he had commanded the Tau response on Daleth that finally halted the Imperial war machine in its tracks. Yet, though Farsight set about seizing the worlds beyond the Gulf, with all the courage his people expected, private doubts gnawed at him. During the war for Daleth, Aunva had seen terrible things set in motion by the Ethereals in the name of the greater good. The Tauva taught that no life was expendable, yet countless warriors had been sacrificed on the altar of victory, while others had been scarred forever by the extreme measures they had been ordered to undertake. While these horrors haunted Aunva's thoughts, his requests for reinforcements went unanswered, and he grew frustrated. Then tragedy struck. With but a single world left to retake, Farsight abandoned his mission of reconquest to chase down the orc warbands that he believed threatened his recolonized planets. On the artifact world of Arthas Moloch, he cornered his foes, only for a strange and unnatural enemy to attack. In the ensuing struggle, the 3 Ethereals who were overseeing Aunva's expedition were all slain. This should have compelled Farsight to return to the Empire. Instead, he chose self-imposed exile, making himself a rebel in the process. Only years later did the Ethereal High Council learn of the Vanished Heroes Rebellion and declare him a traitor to his people and their cause. The Forbidden Zone. Islands of light amid the velvet darkness of space, the worlds conquered by Aunva remained populous and defiant to this day. To the loyal Tau of the Empire, this realm is known only as the Forbidden Zone, a dark region of space into which no ship may sail or communication pass. Yet the Ethereals still watch in secret. The fortress stations of the Farsight enclaves make short work of the Council's spy drones, but still the Ethereals have seen enough to cause them grave disquiet. 4 independent Septs still thrive out there, centered around the planets of Lubgral, Viorlos, Dinekla, and Saucia. Upon these prosperous worlds, the castes still work in mutual harmony, requiring no ethereal guidance to defend their worlds from a hostile galaxy. Furthermore, drone capture footage confirms beyond doubt that Aunva still leads his people. How Farsight has lived so far beyond his natural span is a mystery the Ethereals would dearly love to answer, just as they would give much to know how technologies such as the XV-104 Riptide have fallen into the rebels' hands. Tau military structure. The Firecast uses the rapid strikes of the Mont'ka and the meticulously planned ambushes of the Klashon, the two central Tau strategies, to take its foes apart piece by piece. Its fire warriors place no value on capturing territory, instead focusing on the elimination of their opposition whilst working seamlessly together for the greater good. Like a finely tuned machine, the Firecast and their supporting assets employ bewilderingly complex battle plans and maneuvers with faultless precision. Though their exceptional technology makes such tactics easier to effect, it is the bonds of teamwork and comradeship fostered through the Firecast structure that truly make the Tau way of war possible. The smallest standard unit in the Tau military is known as a team, or Larua. Most commonly these are strike teams and breacher teams of fire warriors, who will have trained in the Firecast academies together from their earliest days. Such teams of warriors predict one another's movements as only dedicated brothers in arms can, this empathy often supplemented by that of the Talisera bond. Those who have undergone this solemn blood ritual may address each other by their individual names, and have vowed to support each other until death. It is not uncommon for teams to progress together as well, veteran fire warriors earning promotion to Shasui together, and forming tight-knit crisis teams as a consequence. These teams never fight alone, for they are trained from an early age to support each other. Each team positions itself to ensure their fields of fire overlap those of their comrades, and a fire base of such teams is near unassailable. A collection of teams is called a kaui, or cadre. There are many types of cadre, but by far the most common one is the versatile hunter cadre. It is a combined arms group, fielding infantry, battlesuits, and gunships together, joined under a commander. Most cadres are standing formations, although their exact structure includes some variation depending on the strategic need of their commander. There are many alternative kinds of cadre within the Firecast, with several more specialist formations that are optimized for specific battlefield roles. The Retaliation cadre, for example, groups teams of battle suits into a single force, ideal for rapid insertion drops and counter-assault. Meanwhile, the Infiltration cadre is utilized for recon in force, its pathfinders, sniper drone teams, and piranhas engaging the foe with guerrilla tactics while calling down strikes on key strategic targets. A contingent, or Tioku, is a grouping of cadres, normally 3 to 6 in number, and assembled to prosecute a specific battle or achieve a particular objective. Such large forces will always include at least one Ethereal, who is there to observe proceedings and offer guidance to the commander. The Ethereal's role is vital, for contingents represent the marshaled military might of the Tau Empire, and must be wielded with care. Only the vast, system-conquering coalitions are larger and more powerful. The Sept This planet is the birthplace of the Tau. It is here, at the cultural and bureaucratic heart of the Empire, that the Ethereal High Council convenes. No world can rival Tau for prestige, and scant few for power, for it is a world that produces many Firecast warriors. Tauan, the first new sept established by the expanding Tau Empire. Tauan has a chain of enormous orbital docks, and controls the largest of the aircast space stations. Every sept hosts ships of the Tau fleet, known as the Corvatra, but none can boast more than Tauan. Dianoi, named after the twin moons of its sept world, Dianoi, I think that's how it would be pronounced actually, Dianoi, has long been isolated due to a fierce and unnatural space storm. It has also seen many infamous orc invasions, and its warriors have defeated each in turn, despite the horrors the greenskins have wrought. Bork-On. The sept world of Bork-On is a center of learning and academia, and its system has many rich mining planets. Bork-On has a high percentage of Tau from the Earth caste, and fire warriors from here are frequently outfitted with especially fine weapons and equipment. Dal-Ith. When Dal-Ith Sept was ravaged during the Damocles Crusade, many of its colonies and cities were destroyed, but it has recovered quickly, thanks to its busy trade ports. Large numbers of aliens can be seen here, alongside water-caste merchants and diplomats. Saucia. Many technological innovations have come from this sept. Firecast warriors from Saucia are often the first to try out prototype weapons, armor, and system upgrades. Seeing this is a great honor despite the inevitable casualties and malfunctions. Viorla. The planet Viorla orbits a binary star, and its name translates as hot-blooded. It is known to produce especially aggressive and skilled warriors. Many orc invasions have been broken by the sept, and the most respected Firecast academies reside upon Viorla. Saucia. Saucia is the hottest and most densely populated of all Tau worlds. It produced more colonization fleets during the Second Sphere expansion than any other world, and warriors from Saucia are regarded as particularly honorable. Autal. Autal Prime is a verdant and beautiful sept world where only honored heroes can retire. The world's orbital space bristles with defensive platforms, for the Tau take the protection of their brave elders very seriously. Endros. For reasons known only to the Ethereals, this once thriving sept has largely been abandoned. At this time, an unknown number of Earth-caste scientists remain on the surface under heavy Fire-caste guard, though their purpose there is veiled in secrecy. Klashon. Situated near the Purtus Rift, this sept has suffered many invasions, and its people are less trusting of aliens than other Tau. The Klashon fleet and Firecast forces have only recently returned to full strength after their clashes with Hive Fleet Gorgon. Elsiaire. A densely populated sept, Elsiaire has many moons, most of which are mined for valuable ores used in the construction of battle suits. The primary production facilities for the mighty XV-104 Riptide can be found upon the glittering Sept world of Elsier Prime. Toshvar. A frontier sept, Toshvar has been subjected to frequent orc invasions and pirate raids. As a result, its people have become tenacious and hardy. It is said that Toshvari fire warriors make the best breacher teams in the Tau Empire. Saucia. Called the world between spheres. This planet was settled near the end of the second sphere expansion, as it took a long period for the Earth-cast machines to make the air breathable. Major air-cast fleets and many defense platforms dock around the Sept world. Tioku. Tioku is known for its many large ethereal temples, as well as alien institutes. It is to these sprawling complexes that alien ambassadors are brought to be instructed in the ways of Tau culture, before being assimilated back into their respective home worlds. Kasima Yen. The first of a handful of new septs, Kasima Yen was once an imperial world. Those human inhabitants who swore fealty to the greater good have been moved deeper into the Tau Empire to assure their safety from the vengeful Imperium. Phyrios. The Tau occupying the prime world of this sept wrested it from the grip of an orc warlord, and cleansing the star system has proven extremely costly. Battles still rage on its outlying worlds, while the Sept world itself has become a veritable fortress. Mugulath Bay. Gateway to the Dovar system and site of a famous Tau victory led by Commander Shadowsun and Aunva. Mugulath Bay, formerly Agrellan, is well on its way to becoming a fully fledged sept. Already its rich resources have proven useful. Commanders. Piloting high-tech battlesuits of prodigious size and power, Tau commanders are swift and deadly warriors. More than their abilities in combat, however, is their exceptional strategic acumen that makes commanders so dangerous to their foes. For a member of the Fire Caste to progress to the rank of commander requires many years of dedication. There is no shortcut by which to attain rank. Only through passing multiple, increasingly hazardous trials by fire and amassing a truly impressive record of victories can a Tau progress from the rank of Chasfrey to that of Chasso. Not for the Tau. Not for the Tau, the overprivileged, under-talented officer with their hereditary post or purchased commission. Every single Chasso has earned their title the hard way, and has the skill and experience to prove it. Even then, the size of force a commander is entrusted with varies depending on how capable they have demonstrated themselves to be. Newly promoted commanders often enter battle at the head of a single hunter cadre, while the true heroes of the Tau Empire will command vast coalitions comprising many thousands of Tau and all of their supporting war machines and drones. Each Tau commander has their own approach to their role, adopting those principles of the Code of Fire that best suit their temperament. Often, this choice is influenced by their sept of origin. Commanders from Virla, for example, are more likely to be hot-blooded proponents of the aggressive Montaka strategy, while those from Borg-On or Falcia are known for being somewhat more cerebral and restrained. The most successful commanders become Firecast legends in their own right. Names such as the Wise Hunter, Commander Quickstrike, Commander Truestar, and the notorious Desert Beast Commander Dawnstrike are known throughout the Empire for their deeds. Commander Puretide. A strategic and logistical mastermind, Commander Puretide was the greatest Firecast officer ever to have lived. Puretide possessed an unparalleled understanding of balance in battle, and a sublime mastery of both the Montka and Kauyon styles of warfare. During the Second Sphere expansion, it was the renowned hero Puretide who masterminded all of the Tau Empire's greatest victories. The commander's illustrious career was brought to a sudden end by a cruel and crippling injury, sustained when the colony he was inspecting was hit by raiders. Yet still Puretide did not despair, dedicating himself to the furtherance of the greater good. Dwelling as a hermit atop Mount Kanji on Dalith Prime, Puretide taught the best of the Firecast's up-and-coming commanders right until the hour of his death. Even then, the Ethereal caste ensured that Puretide's wisdom was preserved for future generations. Not only did his teachings become the core tenets of every Firecast academy in the Tau Empire, but Puretide's mental engram was encapsulated in a holographic AI that still tutors the brightest stars of the Tau military to this day. Ethereals. Leaders and orators of consummate skill, the Ethereal caste have absolute mastery over the rest of their race. Alongside an outward serenity that sees them remain calm in the face of the galaxy's worst horrors, most Ethereals possessed honed warrior skills. When the need arises, they can fight as well as any soldier, wielding sharp-edged honor blades or strange crystal-tipped equalizers against their foes. By far the Ethereals' most potent power, however, is their ability to inspire absolute reverence among their fellow Tau. Ever since the earliest days of the Tauva, when the first Ethereals brought an end to the apocalyptic Tau civil war known as the Mont Au, the rest of their race has obeyed their counsel as instinctively as they draw breath, regardless of their military or civilian rank. The Ethereals fulfill roles akin to both royalty and priesthood within Tau society, and the other castes obey their orders with as much fervor, if somewhat more composure, as a zealot following holy scriptures. The Tau see nothing amiss with this state of affairs. To them, the rule of the Ethereals is as natural as the rising of the sun. Yet other races, mankind in particular, have long speculated about the mechanism by which such loyalty is engendered. Theories abound, from preternatural indoctrination or pheromonal compulsion to the presence of some veiled psychic gift possessed by the Ethereal caste. But as yet no concrete proof of any such power has been secured. Those few Ethereal captured and subjected to questioning have proven less than forthcoming. Whatever the truth, the Ethereals are the leaders of their race in both a spiritual and practical sense. They are the architects of the greater good, the guiding light of their people, and the shepherds of their destiny. Ethereal Supreme Aunva. With nothing more than words, Aunva has conquered worlds. He is the speaker of great truths, the stern but loving father of his people, and his word is law from one end of the Tau Empire to the other. It is said of Aunva that none can deny his will, and that to even voice disagreement with him seems the most crass and boorish admission of ignorance. To his people, he is the embodiment of the Tauva, the spiritual guide of their race's manifest destiny, and he speaks with the voice of the greater good itself. Ever since the demise of the honorable Aunwa, Aunva has held the post of Ethereal Supreme, and in that time he has seen the boundaries of the Tau Empire pushed ever outwards. It was Aunva who delivered the great speech that launched the Third Sphere expansion, his words rolling from hollow screens and comm speakers on every colony, sept world, and space station in the Empire. He has remained at the forefront of that mighty expansion ever since, preferring to move amongst his people where he can do the most good. In this he is wise, for the mere rumor of Aunva's coming drives the Tau to new heights of endeavor. And that is where we are going to bring this video to a close. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking the video and, as earlier, subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.